Welcome to episode 2 of the Co-op Podcast. I'm your host this time around, Ace Factor Osbrook. To my right, I am joined by the son of a legend himself, JoJo Porkins.
We're back.
And then to my left, I am joined by the original 8-bit gamer himself, Izzy.
What up?
And then our special guest this time, all the way from Ecuador, is the dirtiest guy in the biz. So dirty, in fact, cartridges below him, Travis, the Mad King.
How's it going?
Viva la revolution!
So we're going to go ahead and start with your topic first because from what you told me, it sounded pretty interesting and it's a pretty hot topic right now.
Pretty hot topics.
Hot
I love
topics.
Hot topics.
It's the only place I shop at.
Oh yeah, Goth Cap.
Oh, yeah.
Totally.
I prefer the hot leather bondage pants myself.
You would. Anyway, the topic I'm talking about this week is this past week we've had a lot of trailers post up on the internet, and some of them are very interesting. So let's go ahead and get into it if you guys want to.
All right. So first off, which one of the three? Because I know there's
4.
Okay, so I know there's Battlefront, which I haven't watched.
Yes.
I'm not a big Battlefront
Star
guy.
Wars Battlefront.
So
There is the Star Wars trailer,
episode 7.
which
The Force
is amazing.
Awakens.
And then there's the Batman vs Superman.
Yes.
Do you
And what's the
believe-
fourth one?
The fourth one is the most important one.
Justin Bieber?
Ant-Man.
Ant-Man.
Oh.
The Ant-Man trailer.
Yeah, that was pretty good, but I don't think it's as big
No,
as...
it's not. It's totally not. That's why I'm starting with Ant-Man.
Well, I was going to say, which one do you guys think is the biggest one?
Batman.
Well,
Batman or Star Wars?
the biggest
Because I know
one
it's one of
right
them
now
two.
is Star Wars, but my personal favorite is Batman vs Superman.
The Batman voice of Ben Affleck was
Oh
pretty
yeah,
amazing.
Batfleck is amazing.
Yeah, I
Love
agree.
it.
See, the problem with the Star Wars trailer is everybody wants to see the old people.
Yeah.
They want to see the old cast. But when they gave you that little shot of Harrison Ford and Chewbacca, worst part of the trailer.
Han Solo's old as hell. Chewbacca's
Yeah,
still young.
he was like,
Why does
his face was also kind of stuff. He's like, we're home, we're back.
Why doesn't Chewbacca have gray hair?
I don't know.
It would be awesome if it
Yeah,
was
that would
gray
be
hair Wookiees.
That would be awesome.
We know. I've seen Wookiees with gray hair.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. In the prequels, but
Yeah, I mean, I'm excited. I think the cast looks pretty good. You know,
I
you get,
love the villain's look with the Revan looking man.
Yeah, he looks like Revan.
He
Yeah.
does look like Revan.
Old Republic. I like that.
I like the cross guard and the lightsaber.
You're the only one.
I know.
I
like the crossbow.
But
It's not. It's different. I love the new takes on different lightsabers.
That Chrome Trooper though.
Oh.
Oh my God. The
Apparently Dane Cook thinks it's Boba Fett.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, that's the Boba Fett of the movie. I think he's not.
I think it's a female.
It's a
Yeah.
female. It's just like a.
I think she's an Imperial. She's an Imperial stormtrooper.
She's like the last Imperial stormtrooper.
Yeah.
I don't like the Mohican.
Nobody's a Boba Fett but Boba Fett. Though.
Exactly.
I'm not actually a fan of Boba Fett.
Yeah, question.
Last
As the youngest person here, why was Boba Fett cool? He didn't do anything.
Exactly.
Because he caught Han Solo, the man who can't be caught.
Yeah.
But he didn't do that. Darth Vader did. He was just there.
He's a Daryl Dixon.
Hey, you know what? You
Everyone
got
loves
the credit.
Daryl too. I can't stand Daryl. So.
Is that the crossbow guy
Crossbow
from
guy.
I hate The Walking Dead.
Gets the least screen time. Everyone's favorite character. So. And he
Because
dies.
he's a boondock.
And true. And Boba Fett dies like a bitch. Though.
Yeah.
So.
You know, there's rumors that Chewbacca is going to die in this Star Wars
Good. I'm
movie.
sure. I love Chewbacca.
Replace him with a Wookiee, with an Ewok.
Oh God! Replace it with a CG Ewok.
No, they're gonna bring Greedo back.
He's gonna shoot first.
He's gonna shoot first. Him and Watto will show up. The Targaryen from of course, Junk Shop. My favorite character of all
With
time.
Jar Jar Binks.
Racist space Italian.
No, he's like, oh, Annie, come, we gotta make the droids.
You know, that was like
That
Arnold
sounded
Schwarzenegger. That was so racist, I think.
It's like Arnold trying to do
Italian accent.
Italian accent.
I love the meatballs.
I love it. Get
So-
the job up.
So Star Wars, obviously the bigger of the movies, I guess you'd have to say, because
Most
it's Star Wars.
I'd say, yeah.
But yeah, the Batman one was
Oh my
definitely
God.
amazing. I mean, you finally get to see Ben Affleck as Bruce Wayne, and like
I was in tears.
from day one, everybody's been hating it, and I said, "You watch, it's going to be just like Heath Ledger." Everybody knocked it, and I get. For one thing, he looks like a billionaire playboy,
Yeah.
just normal
'Cause he
self.
is.
He's lived that lifestyle.
Yeah.
So he's going to be a great Bruce Wayne.
Yeah.
And then, I mean, Batman, you put a guy behind a mask, change his voice. Hey, there's not much more to do
It's true.
other than what the script, as long as the script's good.
I'm just glad he's not horse. I'm Batman.
Christian Bale Batman.
Yeah,
yeah, I
That
like
was
it.
so frustrating.
I hate
I like the idea that they're using a
Synthesizer.
like a synthesizer thing,
Yeah.
similar to Arrow,
Yeah.
but it sounds cooler and
Or Flash when he
it's a really good idea
Yeah.
the way they do it with this because he sounds terrifying.
Oh,
This guy.
yeah.
I mean, if you're a movie, you hear that voice, you're gonna be like, oh my god.
Yeah.
I mean, I think even Superman.
Now,
may
I
have
wonder,
pissed himself low.
Because you only hear that voice when he's in the big
The armor
metal
suit,
bat
the
suit.
Dark Knight
Does he
Returns
have
stuff.
that when he's just in the normal?
I bet he does.
Okay, he does.
Or does he maybe have?
I think
Maybe he
it's
just
like
does
an
the
older-
No, I think he has the program that does it, and the program's actually called Christian Bale. It's just a little thing that goes up in there.
available on iTunes
Where
now.
are they? Yeah.
But yeah, and that line was so good. Do
Oh,
you
yeah.
believe? And he says, "You,
You
will."
will.
Oh,
Yeah.
that was.
Chills.
And see, I've actually talked about this trailer with a couple of my other friends, and everybody else is just like, meh, I'm not interested. I'm like, why? Why?
They're not your real friends.
One person
Yeah.
said the plot seemed kind of thin.
There is no plot yet. You don't know what the plot is.
Exactly.
Well, it
But
definitely
I mean, just
just
the
is-
overall idea of a godlike alien fighting a man. You
Yeah.
know,
Well,
but
they've
Think
never
of his
seen.
axe.
They've never seen that little animated.
They never read Dark Knight Returns.
Yeah.
I mean, it
and then-
definitely looks like the whole city is going to turn against Superman at some point.
Well, it looks like there's a cult following of
It looks
it
like
too.
they think he's a god, and then Batman gets tired of it.
Which would make sense.
Yeah,
because
that-
I,
that's kinda how I see it as
suspect
well.
Lex Luthor. He's going to be praised as a god. Lex Luthor is going to start turning people against
Yeah.
him. He's going to kind of trick Batman to make him think he's a bad guy. Go after him, and then while he's busy doing that,
Yeah.
Batman is going to be framed for stuff from by Lex Luthor. When you see
Oh.
that what looks like probably the bat plane shooting guns, I
Yeah.
guarantee you Lex Luthor's controlling that. That ain't Batman. Batman doesn't use guns. He doesn't kill people.
He has killed before.
He has killed before, and he killed people in The Dark Knight
He
Rises.
killed the Joker in Dark Knight Returns. We need to read that.
You mean Harvey Dent?
No, he killed the Joker.
No,
Joker
he didn't
broke
kill
his
him.
own
Joker killed himself.
Broke his own neck, kind
It
of.
doesn't count.
Do we,
That's true.
He
can
got
we
framed
believe in
for it.
Harvey Dent?
I do believe in her.
The White Knight.
I just want to know how Aquaman and Wonder Woman fit into, because they're going to be in it.
Well, they gave you that stupid,
Yeah.
flimsy, oh, well, he sent the whales to save Superman in the last Superman movie.
I don't
What?
remember that.
And
Man of Steel?
yeah, they say in Man of Steel, when he gets blown off of the oil rig at the very beginning, the Aquaman sent whales and pushed him up to the coast.
I do
I've
not.
never-
I've never heard
That's what
that.
they're saying.
I've heard that either.
That's what they're saying.
I think those people that are saying it is just this
Dude,
one.
no.
There's big Aquaman lovers.
No,
I
this
can't
is.
stand Aquaman. Stupidest power in the business.
God, no, he's.
I can control fish.
Yeah, he can control fish.
Who
All the
cares?
sushi you
He
want.
does look badass.
Oh,
in the new one does.
he's-
It looks like Drogo.
He
in
looks like
It's not how
Star Wars.
Joe of the water, man.
Well, it was a fun fight in DC Universe, or wait, what is that?
Yeah.
Injustice.
Injustice.
Yeah, he was my favorite character to play in that.
He's
Yeah,
pretty
He's
good.
just
he
so
had-
effective.
He had the stab and just started poking
The
the
trident.
It's a trident, thank you.
This guy, Wales helping Superman, and now.
God, get off Aquaman's dick, right?
I just love to see him.
I know you love seeing it. And
Battlefront.
Battlefront.
I'm not a big
Wars
Battlefront, so
Oh,
It's
man.
basically Battlefield
yeah.
with Star Wars.
I'm not a
thrown
big
in it.
PvP guy myself, so.
I'm a huge fan because I'm a huge class-based shooter team. all
Yeah,
that
it's
stuff.
really fun. Me and my son have actually played the first two
I
together.
played Battlefront too.
Yeah, me and my son played those games through together, and we watched the trailer last night, his first time and everything, and we were just like, new one.
I
Yeah.
fucked
Yep.
shit up as Darth Maul. Like, that's all I remember from that
Still
game.
get cut in half by Qui-Gon.
No.
Yeah.
But you
I get robotic legs and a robotic
Like
penis if
spider
that
legs and
happens.
shit.
Oh man.
That'd be awesome.
Well, that's not canon anymore, though, I guess.
They did it with
Clone Wars is canon. Yes, it is.
Clone Wars was not
Clone
canon.
Disney says Clone Wars is canon.
It is now, but it
Can
wasn't.
you trust
initially.
Disney though? Come on.
Have they ever steered you wrong?
Walt Disney himself was a Nazi, right?
He was a Nazi. Racist, I think.
Okay, so Battlefront.
Battlefront, it shows him playing on Indoor and Hoth at the end.
Yeah.
So, and there's going to be DLC that ties into actual.
Because it's
so
It
EA,
says
says
take place between
Because
6 and
it's
7.
EA, there's going to be DLC.
Battlefront. I'm not sure when Battlefront.
the first
Battlefront
DLC is
takes place,
free.
I think,
They're
30
giving
years
everyone
before
the Battle
episode 7.
of Jager or something
Okay.
free.
The desert planet.
They,
Yeah.
they should all be just like content of the game instead of, we got all this neat game, let's chop out these little things and sell them to you.
Well, yeah.
Well, that's not always the case. Sometimes they'll make special content later down the road.
Day one DLC.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
That
I
should
do
have just been
remember-
included.
It was
on the
it was a
disc.
Star Wars game. I think it was Rogue Squadron for the GameCube. That after episode 1 came out, you could unlock the Naboo starfighters with a special code.
I don't remember that game at all.
I don't think the Naboo starfighters existed whenever
Exactly.
Rogue Squadron came out.
For GameCube.
Oh, not the
It was
original.
when-
Rogue
What are the Naboo starfighters?
The big yellow-looking
Oh.
starfish
Those things are
things.
ugly as
Yeah,
shit.
yeah. But it was cool because it was at the time. You know, they didn't have anything
I
like
hated
that.
that chrome spaceship.
What now? The Ant-Man one now. The
Ant-Man.
The one that the junk trader, my favorite character of all time, wouldn't buy.
The racist Italian.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because they don't think Republican credits.
Anywho, moving on.
The Ant-Man. We gotta go with the Ant-Man one.
Ant-Man.
I was kind of on board with Ant-Man. I figured it'd be similar to Guardians of the Galaxy. It'd be offbeat, but it'd be funny.
Yeah.
And after seeing that trailer, though, it looks pretty
It
good.
sold me. I was very
Yellow
skeptical.
Jacket looks badass.
Oh, yeah, it is.
Mm-hmm.
If I was him, once I beat him, I'd be like, I'm gonna use this.
I'm
suit
using
now.
this suit.
It's
Yeah.
like
That suit's
pretty cool.
basically like a militarized version of Ant-Man's.
Yeah,
As you said it is.
Yeah. See, I haven't actually watched this one yet, but I've heard from like 6 or 7 different people that it looks just totally awesome. So
They're playing on the absurdity of Ant-Man's power.
Yeah,
Yeah.
They make jokes about it. They make jokes about the name.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a little lighter, I think, like similar to Guardians of the Galaxy,
Yeah.
which was an
Yeah.
amazing movie.
Oh,
I enjoyed that one immensely too.
Guardians of the Galaxy was awesome.
And there's one scene in the trailer that just makes you laugh because they're fighting, like the big fight scene between Ant-Man and Yellow Jacket takes place on a little girl's train set.
Yeah, I saw that. So like it shows him fighting, right?
Yeah.
And then he gets knocked down and the train hits him.
The train
And it
just
looks massive as it's coming at him.
It's
The train's coming in and it hits him, and then it goes to an outside shot of the actual size, and you just see a little train fall over.
It's so funny. You gotta see it. It's so
I'm
good.
definitely gonna check that out as
It's
soon as we
so
get done here.
Now, with Ant-Man, which one of the Ant-Mans beats his wife?
That's
Is it
Hank.
Scott Lang or
That's
Hank
Hank.
Pym. That's
Hank
the
Pym, and that's Michael Douglas's
Yeah.
character.
Okay.
But he's kind of retired from being Ant-Man, and he loses his company. It's essentially the plot to Iron Man.
Yes.
Tony Stark loses his company. Hank Pym loses his company.
Yeah.
The new, more powerful suit supposedly out there.
Yeah.
But in this one, he hires the new guy to steal the. I think he
I
hires
think
him.
he's still
Yeah,
the
the Yellow Jacket, but it doesn't go according to plan. is what it
So,
looks like.
Okay.
I'm wondering here if because it's all the Marvel Cinematic Universe is all the same. It's all connected.
Yes.
So if Ant-Man has been doing Ant-Man stuff,
I don't know if
He's been retired for years.
I don't think he was ever doing Ant-Man stuff.
No, because there is a scene where it's like olden, like
Oh, is there?
yeah, like back in the day, and he does a couple things. But it's probably closer to like Agent Carter era.
so Captain
And it's
America
all-
would have been alive, and he would know about it.
No, because Captain America wasn't around very long. Yeah, and Captain America wasn't around that long.
I'm thinking like
True.
60s, 70s.
Yeah, but here's the thing: he was doing all covert stuff.
He
It was
wasn't-
all
He
covert.
wasn't public.
Ant-Man stuff was all covert,
He
from
was-
what I understand.
Because he's just
So nobody would know about
Tiny
it.
Man. Okay.
So
Tiny Man.
very small
He
operation.
made a small impact.
I bet he bought a lot of Hot Wheels and used them.
Oh, that's true. I'd sleep in dollhouses.
Don't you do that all
You
already though?
You'd have a Barbie in there too, though. That'd be a little weird. So,
Oh, I'd marry a Ken.
so to review though,
Oh,
Who would?
the Batman one was definitely our favorite.
My personal favorite.
Yeah.
But Star Wars is probably the more exciting movie that.
Star Wars, it was good.
We don't see Batman vs Superman could be a disaster. I mean, it's one of those movies that's either going to be really good or it's going to be like Man of Steel.
yeah.
I like.
I
Man of
don't
Steel.
really see Star Wars being bad.
No, I don't see it being
they-
bad.
I
There's too
mean,
much money behind it.
it's not like the
Too
first
big to
three.
fail.
The biggest thing is George Lucas is not involved. That's
That's
gonna
And
be
by
good.
first 3, you mean episode 1, 2, and 3, right?
I'm talking about the
Those movies
prequels.
don't
Yeah.
Yeah, they're like the Crystal Skull. We don't count them, right?
Oh,
Exactly.
So-
Good lord, here.
And
Oh,
so my
The
favorite out of
best
this though
Indiana
is
Jones movie.
my favorite out of this has got to be the Battlefront trailer though.
It got me excited more than Star Wars trailer did. So.
Yeah.